Jacory Harris is a very talented quarterback. I went back and studied 4 of his games on Coach's Copy tape a year ago, and the things that stood out to me: his accuracy when he has time to throw, his touch, especially on the deep ball. Very good touch leading receivers down the field, and he also can improvise when some plays break down. But the thing that jumped out that made me most nervous about his progression is the lack of pocket presence that he has at times. Sometimes the pressure gets there and he should feel it earlier, and that really forces him to make some mistakes. Here you're going to see against UNC, a very fast defense from a year ago. When he has time to step into the pocket and make throws, he does so. That's a big league throw on the deep out that he makes there. That's the Jacory Harris that Miami wants to see all the time this year. Now, on the flip side, as I mentioned, not feeling the pressure, that becomes an issue for Harris when he's sitting back in the pocket. Here the pressure comes from the inside. You see the 2 defensive linemen bearing down on him. Now he sees an open receiver, so he thinks. The pressure gets to him though, he's hit while he throws. Still a great throw, but he's throwing into triple coverage. He should have sidestepped that and continued to keep his head down the field. That's the same principle here, except the pressure's coming off the edge. 54 is Harris's read. He's supposed to pick him up in the protection. He doesn't feel him coming from the front side. The linebacker gets to him, hit while he's thrown, and there you see the interception return for a touchdown. Now, I don't know if he's any better in this regard after watching the first game against an inferior FAMU team. But I know this: if Miami's going to go on the road and beat Ohio State, the number 2 ranked team in the country, Harris has got to feel the pressure earlier and he's got to deal with it better. Because bottom line, Miami's got to score points against this Terrelle Pryor Ohio State team in order to get the big upset win on the road.
Todd, thanks a lot. Both Harris and Terrelle Pryor were sharp in their season openers. In fact, after much scrutiny, in his last 2 games, Pryor has completed 64.5% of his passes for 513 yards, 5 touchdowns, and an interception. For his career, Harris has played much better at home than on the road. His completion percentage at home, 64+% compared to 55+% on the road. Now, a lot of people thought for Terrelle Pryor, his coming out party was at the Rose Bowl last year. Can he have that type of a consistent season this year?
Well, he'll need to in order to have the season they want to have. And the thing is, last year, up until that Rose Bowl, he was good at throwing the ball short. But nobody was worried about him throwing it deep. Even New Mexico State last year, the last thing that the Aggies worried about was getting burned deep by Terrelle Pryor, and they adjusted their defense as such. 10 guys here within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Press coverage on both receivers, and yet they run it anyway. This is almost disrespectful of Terrelle Pryor. Here, 9 guys are within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. Press coverage. Yeah, they run it anyway. Now, this year, it's a whole lot different, and defenses take note, because Pryor is dropping into the pocket and with rhythm and accuracy throwing it down the field. Here it's 20 yards in the air to a Dane Sanzenbacher surrounded by 3 receivers. This pocket pass will travel 47 yards in the air, and Sanzenbacher catches it in full stride to score this touchdown. Now, it's not just his arm that's improved, it's his pocket presence. This defensive end comes unblocked, and watch how Pryor steps up into the pocket, using the space the pocket allows to buy himself time. And this one is my favorite. Corner blitz, unblocked. Watch how Pryor steps up to avoid it. But the replay shows why this is nearly miraculous. Watch Pryor's helmet. He's looking downfield, ahead, and to the right. How does he see this guy to the left? I don't know if he's clairvoyant or just has developed an amazing feel. But that combination of pocket presence and accuracy and rhythm throwing the ball down the field, not just short, makes this Ohio State offense exponentially more dangerous.